Burnem OG 102.5 FM. Turn up. Wake up. I tell you get money. I get up, get the money, baby. Bring you the news you can use. Let you know what's going on in the communities. Man, law, health, business, and hygiene. We're gonna show you who the hottest in the streets is. We'll bring you the greatest moments in hip hop. Put you up on game. Then we gonna go to your favorite barbershop. Get all the gossip of the week and the No Offense interview show. Y'all stay tuned. We live. Yeah. Turn my headphones up. I'm not hearing nothing.
Probably ain't.
Yeah. Nah, I'm so loud. Alright, right there. Here we go, right there.
Headphones, they must be Bluetooth now.
Oh no, my bad. I took the wire from that because I was playing music out there yesterday.
Oh yeah. What you call it? Man, I brushed up on the news, man, maybe a week ago, but they just went crazy last night in that country, Miramar. I'm probably saying it wrong, aka Burma. But yeah, like last night, the protesters was out like grieving for the people that got killed. So the army went to them and they just literally was just laying people down, man. What? They just opening fire, dog.
They shot just up the visual.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
Wow, that's crazy.
You know, just started, man, let it loose.
You said that's in Burma?
Mm-hmm.
Burma.
It's not even called Burma no more. It's an Asian country, you know what I mean? Below China. A couple countries below China. It's almost when you start getting to the Middle East.
Nah, it's those. I was about to ask. Is those them Asian Muslims they been slaughtering?
Exactly. The army has been slaughtering those Asian Muslims in the same country.
Yeah.
So now you pretty much got three groups. You got the Asian Muslims, you got the army, and then you got the people who voted for the government. You know what I'm saying? Like the people that voted for the government and the Muslims get along. It's just the army. The army took over. This the country I was talking about where they basically did what Trump said he was gonna do. They're like, oh, it's voter election fraud. We
Good morning, welcome.
we taking this country back. So
Right.
yeah, that's crazy. They just opening fire on them. It get to that here. We got guns too.
Yeah, but that's not gonna happen here.
We thought it was getting to that.
Hey, hold on. Don't ever say what ain't gonna happen.
No.
Because we gotta remember what they did in Philly.
Right.
They blew a whole neighborhood up.
Whole neighborhood.
I was just gonna say, it's not that incident ain't gonna happen here, but we can go to civil war and
Man.
0 to 60.
Yeah, I just don't see the civil part winning.
No, right.
Because they gonna drop some, man, look at all the advanced technology the military
For
got.
real, man.
You think our AR is gonna do something against they 50 cals?
Right. Man. Yeah, that's the thing, man. Like if the government was just like, fuck everybody, y'all finna die. Y'all, you know what I mean? Like we had to go through that shit here.
Corey Milwaukee said something about Cody got into an accident. Real bad car accident.
Yeah, I chopped it up with Cody, man. He cool. He finna be coming to the studio working on some projects, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to bro, man.
Man, y'all see that fight at the club down on MLK? Heathen posted it. It was no lie, maybe 20 females out there just beating the shit out of each other with hookah bottles and stuff.
MLK Skybox?
Yeah, yep. I think
Off of North?
Yeah.
Now I'm curious.
Only really two.
You ain't got the video, pull it up.
I don't know if I can read it.
They didn't close down the whole Milwaukee. We had a video. You can find everything in there.
Man, that's crazy.
It's in one of them groups though. You gonna find somebody
to
to
find it.
ask for it. Just ask for it. Somebody
Who got that fight?
Somebody inbox the video.
Damn. Let me see if I. No.
But yeah, it was on IG yesterday, and I was like, damn, that's crazy. They was going to fucking.
The one from 6 months ago, Skybox, Milwaukee. Huge fight at Popeyes in Milwaukee.
Nah, they were outside, man. They
it's
stopped traffic and everything.
There's a lot of fights in
Bunch of
Milwaukee
big
on
girls,
YouTube.
too.
Shit.
Yeah, we got a lot on there.
Bunch of big girls, and they was over there hitting each other with hookahs and shit.
Man, hookahs hurt.
Wow.
Man, anybody ever hit me with a hookah, Moet bottle, any of that, y'all better run. Y'all better run.
Keep it moving.
Man, they going
I'm
crazy at the lakefront.
shooting the club up.
Yeah. Coming back.
Yeah, that's
The
wild.
hell we all on.
Yeah.
Gotti will be here. He's running a little late.
Man, they show it's a fight at the lakefront. Man, I typed this in. I'm seeing plenty
Fight
fight.
at the lakefront. It's too cold. The polar bears out there getting
No, this it's 9 months. 9 months, man.
They got the fighting during the polar splash.
It's plenty little Popeyes fights.
That was the
What's
era
in
of the chicken sandwich, man.
Oh, yeah.
That was the era of the chicken sandwich, man.
Yeah.
And little white ladies cussing out little young wild boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think this is one of the advertisements for the club. It's don't look
Try
like a
to,
fight.
Let me see if I can find this damn video, man, from last night.
From last night, yeah.
They had a guest yesterday. I saw a video of some Mill Street TV.
Yeah, we had bro up here, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah, you don't know kid?
Not personally.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised. Yeah, man, we finna be making a trip down there to Arizona. We gonna be doing some events down there. So, yeah, we gonna be linking with bro. Yeah, man. Yeah. But yeah, last night I was just stuck on that stuff in Burma, man. I was watching it, just,
Yeah, I found it on
I couldn't imagine. You know what I mean? You say you found it?
on IG, yeah.
For real?
Oh, they want me to log in on Facebook.
Yeah. Man, you said it's it's on MLK? Like 20 girls hitting each other with hookahs, huh?
Yeah. Off of North Avenue. It's right across the street from G's Clippers.
Yeah,
Matter of
yeah.
fact, she owned it.
Man,
It's the old Posh.
yeah. Yeah, ain't that. Man, I still ain't been,
I should know. Bro done had it for a minute.
man.
Damn, it made me log in all crazy.
They make you do a whole bunch of stuff, see the video,
Go through all that just to see the video.
Right, like, come on, man. It ain't that serious.
Man,
Y'all
I'm
better
trying to
not
stay out
flag
the way.
nobody neither.
as I've been trying to stay out the way, man. 20 on 20.
Hey, right quick.
Gladiator.
Around 12 o'clock, we got a food pantry truck pulling up
This is
to the domes. So y'all need something. You on the south side, know somebody on the south side. Pull up to Mitchell Park Domes about 12 o'clock.
Free food, free food.
Grab
Get
a
some
box.
Get you a box for the family. Don't be ashamed. Need some food. Pull up. Man, it be like, what, 100 plus boxes every time they drop them.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, though, man? We finna watch this video.
He got it up. He ain't got it like that. He ain't got it like that. He's still going through the login procedure. You logging in from a new device. He got two-part verification. I be going through all that when I be trying to log
Just
in.
text me info real quick so it's in my phone.
Like I'm going through right now.
Alright, yep, bye. Alright,
Yeah, man.
let me see real quick. I'm trying to window capture. I wanna see if I can get this damn. Wow, I want to show up that way.
Man, we got Charm Friday. It's gonna be via video call
There it is.
for OnlyFans Friday, B.
Alright, let me blow this up a little bit. I want y'all to see this, y'all gonna laugh. Okay, I'm gonna switch the screen. Alright, so. Let me. There we go. Hello? Check. Okay. Let me play this video. No audio?
Okay.
How the hell they get outside with the hoop?
Get in there. Ooh. Get in there. 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 Ooh. That fight.
They whooping the girl that was swinging.
Oh my God.
not one titty pop out.
Grab my phone.
They got 20 girls fighting and not one titty pop out. You have never seen that in your life.
Okay. Get in there. Okay. Okay. Right, get in there. Right, get in there. Get in there. Ooh. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there.
Who was the commentator? Get in there. There she goes. She just came back.
Oh my God.
She left the fight.
That girl reached down and grabbed her wig
Okay,
again.
Kiwi. Be alright, Kiwi, okay?
And she said her name all on
Grab
camera.
my phone.
That's the end of it. So yeah, let's go back to all.
Yeah, what's up with that? She said her name all on there. What she say? Grab her
Okay,
kiwi.
Kiwi.
And how you had 30 women out there fighting and not one titty pop out?
Right.
Not one.
Get in here. Get in here. Okay, Kiwi. It's like, what? You try snitching.
Yeah, that's crazy. Ain't gonna go right to follow her IP and be like, oh, you're kiwi. What's your name?
Yeah, you just told on your friend. Yeah.
Hey, you seen any parts of the Donald Trump speech?
No, I haven't seen none of it.
Man, he talking about we're gonna win a third election.
Election.
Oh,
That dude is
man.
stupid, man.
I don't know what the fuck, bro. I don't know what the fuck.
Listen, if y'all, any of y'all listeners are Trump supporters, I feel sorry for y'all. Hey, I'm not happy that Biden won either. We got the lesser of the two evils, but
Did we?
right, exactly. Did we? This was falling asleep at the podium and shit. I think we need somebody else. We need somebody younger, man. We need somebody else that's a little bit more modern, a little bit more, ready to go and do some other shit. Like the why do we gotta have 70-year-old presidents, man? Why they gotta be 70 and 80 and 90-year-old motherfuckers running the country? Can't we get like a 55-year-old that, that's still not about to need a walker?
Right.
I personally think that.
In my opinion, it don't matter who in the White House, because everybody that's been in there my whole life, our conditions been the same. So
You true. That's right. Hey, here, let me give you one of these, because it ain't shit changed. Really ain't shit changed.
I don't know the difference with nan one of them.
No, and you know what's crazy, man, is in all of our lifetimes, since we were babies till now, because we are, I'm not going to say poor, we're in poverty levels, I guess you could say, and we're not rich, that it really doesn't affect us as much. Mm-hmm. Even though we go out, we vote, we push the envelope to do some different stuff. I don't think that all the rules and laws that they implement necessarily trickle down and affect us directly. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We hope that later on in the future that we become millionaires, or at least be wealthy enough that some of that shit would affect us. You know what I'm saying? But it's not saying that. Yeah, man, I want to get $2 million so I can get these fucked up laws. No, not at all, man. So don't get it twisted. It's not what I'm saying.
So, what you call it? There's a big uproar now in Minnesota. They finna have the trial for Officer Chauvin, and it was in the city's plan to hire social influencers to influence people on social media who already feel a certain way about the case. And that's crazy that they could have something like that in their budget, and that it came to light before it was implemented.
I mean, like, this people, I think, they been doing this shit forever, man. Like, every time we hear another story about it, we wow. You know what I mean? Like, they keep scamming us, right, pulling moves on us, all that. How we keep falling for the same shit?
Right. Ta-da. It's like
we keep falling for the same shit.
The same shit, yeah. Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
Same shit, different platform now.
Man.
Social media. You know what I mean? But if you can actually, man, I don't know, man. It's gonna be, it's even with this one, like this probably gonna be the biggest slap in the face. This incident had the most protests worldwide than anything ever. And if dude get off,
Man, we
which
know
people
he is.
expecting,
Right.
like if dude get off, man, I can see it finna go down.
Right.
I could see it go down. Like they gonna have to at least sacrifice this one. You know what I mean?
Something.
Like, hey, you about to you about to die for all the police sins. You know what I mean? 'Cause you
It's
caused the
crazy.
biggest uproar because you was able to show this stuff on social media.
Right.
They seeing this on the other side of the country and they protesting.
It's wild, man. Okay. All or nothing ENT. Old boy said, he said the rich stay rich and the poor get poor. It's 100% correct. It's true.
Yeah.
It's very true. It is what it is. I mean, we strive for greatness. We want to be rich.
Yeah.
It is, that's
But-
why we here. We grinding.
I mean, the main thing, all these, like you said, all these presidential people be lying, though. Because the main thing I was worried about is he said he was finna legalize weed right away and retroact everybody's shit. You know what I mean? The shit they just did in Philadelphia, we was talking about it yesterday. You wasn't here. I don't know if you was watching, but in Philadelphia, it became the first state to retroact people with criminal offenses over marijuana. You be able to wipe it off like it ain't happened. You know what I mean? So if they did that shit nationwide, shit, I'll be good, man. Man, legalize weed, and he was talking about the student loans. Them two things I worried about personally. Most things that affected me the most personally. Marijuana and student loans. Wipe both of them clean and I ain't gotta worry about it. Be all right. Yeah. But yeah, what the hell? Yeah, they say the rich stay rich and the poor get poor. Man, and right now, especially with the COVID, you seen they spending with just the big businesses. Like, people, mom and pop stores, the ones that's closing down. You see the big businesses like Walmart, Amazon. They're the ones that's getting richer. Just like you said, man. But, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like I said, bro, last night I pretty much up on that Burma thing, man. The way they was just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the brothers be talking about that a lot because it's been going on for a minute. They've been over there persecuting them brothers over there.
Yeah. But like a couple weeks ago, they just completely overthrew the whole thing, you know what I mean? Yeah. It say Proud Boys nominated man to hold war powers and lead January 6th attack. And that was a dude they arrested before they got there. Man, these Proud Boys something else. How you be nominated for the war powers? Like, hey man, that's your
What
job.
is that? Like, that's not the position. What's that? The position in
In the Proud Boys.
It's like the enforcer. He like the. Oh, okay.
And the second darkest complexion dude that's a member behind Sheriff Clark is gonna lead that.
Man, I find it funny.
Trophy.
We ain't hear nothing about these cats until dude mentioned them on TV, man.
What, the
I
Proud
literally
Boys?
never heard of them until dude mentioned them in that debate.
Yeah.
I think it's a Trump thing. Like literally, after Trump became president, they organized. That's probably what it is.
But why Biden introduced them?
Right. No, I don't think
my opponent's gay.
no, I don't think
I'm saying I never heard of them before until dude
Said it.
told him to tell them to stand down. Everybody was like, and anybody who say they heard of him is lying. Everybody was like, who the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah.
Right. Who's them? We don't know who
They're
those
not
Never
like
heard
who?
of them. We ain't never seen nobody in black and gold but the Latin Kings. That's
right.
it, man. Come on, man. Who
Right.
is these people? Where they come from all of a sudden?
I guess they based in Arizona. And they second headquarters right out the block.
All I know is
Dude that
Biden
runs it's
introduced them.
Latino.
Yep. And you got, man, Sheriff Clark repping the Proud Boys. It's just the wildest shit ever, man. The fuck? That shit even makes sense, though. He is everything they hate. He is everything he hates. What the hell? It's
Yep. He is the complete bigot's asshole.
We need him on this show one time, man.
Burnham's like, hey, man, do you remember who I am?
Right. Hey, so it was in the news. It was almost 300 girls abducted.
Dude to get on this show and try to get us a FCC ticket.
Right, quick.
Right.
Yeah, I'm with him.
On purpose.
Yeah.
On purpose. Asshole.
Yeah.
Well, we can put him on this show.
Hell
And
yeah.
still go uncut.
Right.
Straight or do it out there streaming straight to the website. You know what I mean? But
As soon as he come in, lock all the doors.
he ain't gonna come. Yeah. You gotta be Fox 6 or somebody for dude, man.
What you call it? Yeah, in Nigeria, it was almost 300 girls kidnapped 4 days ago from a school. You know what I mean?
In one day?
Yeah, they went and rounded them all up. And
That's the whole school.
pretty much. It was an all-girl school.
Yeah, they just
In
stole the
Nigeria?
school.
Was this like
Yeah.
Darfur or somebody that went in and did it?
No, it was probably Boko Haram. They the biggest, you know what I mean?
If any of my Nigerian brothers watching, man, then y'all can call in and tell us about what's going on. Please do.
I ain't see them name the group that they was blaming, but I bet you it was Boko Haram. They the ones that be doing all that stuff. You know what I mean? It be them versus the government. So, and then the government ain't messing with the people either. So now you got 3 different groups again. You got people trying to take over the government. You got the government, and you got the regular people. So
That's wild.
yeah, but they rounded up. It's not the first time, man. I remember when Michelle Obama was holding a sign on Instagram, free our girls. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember
that was a big thing.
Yeah.
That was from Nigeria too.
Okay.
And they back now. You know what I mean? It was exactly 279 of them, and they free and back with their families now. So, yeah, man. Imagine that, man. Imagine people just going to Alverno College, all girls school, like everybody, line up. It's a crazy world we living in, man.
Y'all gonna start tricking today.
We see some crazy stuff here, but man, around the world. On the news this morning, they said a big ass iceberg the size of New York broke off from the cap. They're not expecting it to cause no damage, so it's probably gonna come down and melt. But big in New York floating this way, shit. I don't want to live nowhere near no water over there.
So think about this for a second. You know how they say from the cap? They always say from the cap. Is the cap bigger, if you think about it, than the entire U.S.? Like,
Because it's 3 times bigger on the bottom than it is on top.
right, but if it's already stable and just a chunk of it fell off and now it's floating in the water, these things, how far is it going to go?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and
Will
how
it make
far
it-
is the cap?
Will it make it to the equator?
Right, that's what, like, how far is the cap? Now we got to Google it. Now we got to get a
Right.
little scientific, nerdy. How far is the cap from the United States? And could an iceberg that big hit us? Other than ships floating around and they're going to crash into it.
Right.
I'm just saying another Titanic is about to go down.
Yeah, they gonna have to monitor that thing. It's coming for somebody.
But you know how they say, okay, that is because of global warming. This is the reason why this shit's falling apart, is what they say. But if that's the case, and it's global warming, this shift. Are we on an axis on the planet where it's turning to wherever the polar cap is or whatever is going to melt? Like it could be in California in 2-3 years,
Right.
and vice versa. Like, is it going to turn? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Who
These are
knows?
all hits from the bong.
Who knows? You might see people swim out from where it broke at, like Atlantis open.
No, but you got people that are, the science geeks or whatever, and they're trying to say the Earth is flat.
They
or
said
it's not round.
They said they're expecting it to melt and break up into smaller pieces and not hurt anything.
Right, but
They
where?
expect it to melt and break up into smaller pieces. If it melt, don't it turn into water?
Water, right.
It's in the water. It's ice in the water, just floating.
Right. But now listen, if it melts.
If it's melting high in little pieces, it's melted.
Right.
Well, when you break an ice cube down, it ain't done being melted yet. You be having the little nubs.
It ain't melted, it's
Okay,
just
so
broke.
check it out.
It's slush.
Let's play. So if you take a glass, just any glass, and you fill it with water, and it freezes, it expands, does it not? Okay. So is it the opposite? You would think that if a piece of ice melts, that it shrinks.
So the world gonna be bigger because the ice gonna melt and suck all the water into smaller molecules and make the land. Florida gonna be big as a bitch after this shit.
You not let your kids listen to this portion of the show.
Florida gonna touch
As
Texas
you can
now,
see,
y'all.
we are not Bill the Science
I was
Guy.
gonna say Bill and I science guy and shit.
Look, it the ice flow all the way around, and when it melt, it's gonna make Florida touch Texas. That little Gulf shit gone.
Well, whatever the hell.
My scientific opinion.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, you got to think about it, man. If you put any type of beverage, water, or anything that has majority water in a freezer, it freezes and it expands. This is why we always have a mess in the freezer. If you put a soda in there and you forget about it because it explodes, right? One, for carbon, and two, for there's too much fluid in, the jar or bottle or whatever, and it's got to go somewhere. So now, in the reverse part of this, the polar cap, if it's melting, it's breaking away.
Right.
So now it's creating more water. That water's got to go somewhere.
Yeah.
So that water becomes a ripple effect. So that's where they're worried about it, because now there's more water to get rid of, type ordeal.
Just send it away, bottle it up or something. But yeah,
Hey Fiji, we got a job for you.
right. You gonna see new bottles, glacier water. Yeah.
They take all the animals out the zoo and walk them to the lake.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of for the global warming, man. I'm like, fuck the polar bears. I'm tired of starting my car 20 minutes early. You know what I mean? Warm this shit up. This shit not for human life up here. I'm starting to think, man. We done had some negative. Whew.
It's weird because, like, look at Texas. They just got hit with an ice storm and snow. And back in the 90s.
Wow, right next door, California on fire.
Happened. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
California got flurries.
Man, I could just hear somebody getting forced to listen to how the signs of the last days.
Man.
We living in Psalms right now.
They got some big old
We're
churches
Revelation.
down there.
Hey,
My mom made me
pretty
laugh.
much is. We seeing everything they talking about. We seeing the locusts, the disease, the pestilences, the man.
Sodom and Gomorrah. Think about it.
Everything,
Sodom and
dog.
Gomorrah in the Bible, it was basically the devil's playground, where it was everybody was fucking everything and anything that moves. Well, what's the LGBT community? They're trying to get us to conform.
Right.
So, and it's funny because it's a lot of people was telling, and then my mom's especially was like, we're living in Revelations.
Man.
And I tell my mom, I said, you know what? Some of the stuff you read in the Bible is true. Some of the stuff it correlates with what's going on today, Like you said, killer bees.
Yeah, man. You seeing that, man. Like before all this popped out, like while we was having our own issues.
I wonder, like, how many times killer bees done struck.
Man, the
And
locusts.
then, like, and then, like, take that, how many times it happened, and come up with how often you think it's going to happen again.
Right.
Dog,
You
it
know
was
what I mean?
in Africa in 2020, man. It was an actual locust issue that ate up like 90% of their crops.
No, I saw that.
You know what I mean? So, like, that stuff.
There was, what is that? Every couple of years, where they like respawn, even here in the United States, where we get all them damn June beetles and all the bugs, where they just keep coming and coming and coming, and it's nonstop. You look up and the sky looks black, and all it is bugs. So it's weird, but there's some stuff that correlates with what's going on in the book to today.
Yeah.
You know, and it was funny because let's see who said something. She said, "I remember that." Yep, Mila did. But yeah, it's what's the other thing that we were talking about that was the pandemic, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
They're talking about the virus, or there's going to be like a plague in you know in Revelations.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think we're living through? We're living through
Right.
the pandemic.
And we seeing little test plagues pop up like all over. Like, imagine if Ebola was widespread like COVID was.
Right.
You know what I mean? You telling me it's not possible with such a big outbreak of Ebola in certain parts of Africa? And imagine if that was worldwide like COVID. And you just see how easy it is.
Right.
You know what I
Well,
mean?
according, like, you know, Nurse Kathy, is that we have all this stuff that's happening and people aren't really paying attention to it. Like, look at super gonorrhea. You can't get rid of it because it's
Mutated.
It's mutated.
It's
and
from
it's
the X-Men.
literally- and there's nothing you can take for it. You know what I mean? You can't take anything for it, she said. Like, they haven't figured out what's killing it.
Damn.
So they just walking around burning.
I guess, yeah.
On
Hell on
fire.
earth. Hell on earth. That's what
On
it is.
fire.
Your crotch is on fire.
That's some cold shit.
Man, he said Obama stopped Ebola from coming here. That's what's up. I did not know that. Yeah.
Well-
But man, I could just imagine, dog. Imagine that just on a widespread, just man, everybody, man, the survival rate from Ebola was like less than 10%. You got that shit, you finna die. Like that shit was fucked up, man.
That's crazy. What was that movie with the monkey with Ebola? What was it? Outbreak.
Yeah.
That movie was wild, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I feel that that's the way we look at COVID. Like, it could get worse and be like that. You know, everybody's got to be in their yellow jumpsuits.
Right.
Imagine like the hazmat suit.
Right.
So it's wild. But think if we just did these nuclear strikes, not nuclear, I take that back. We created an airstrike, right? And supposedly we're going to war or whatever the case may be. Who's to say that they don't have a weapon that they could launch a missile or a bomb over here and create an Ebola outbreak or
Right.
or something of that nature?
Right.
Not necessarily nuclear, but something of that nature to take out bits and pieces of the U.S. You know what I'm saying?
All this
That
crazy
shit's
shit
possible,
happening.
man.
While the aliens just standing there watching like, man, y'all can't wait for the finale. Y'all thought this shit was something. Y'all be up here floating and watching you motherfuckers.
They binge watching us on Netflix.
Right. Fuck Netflix. We watching these stupid motherfuckers.
Aliens is watching us and shit. They're like, hey, man, you see this episode this week?
We was gonna take y'all out, but y'all doing it yourselves, man. What the fuck?
So these motherfuckers is crazy. We're like that last episode of the Ozarks. Like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, I haven't seen it, man.
Yeah, man. I can't wait. Y'all, if you guys see the new season of Ozarks, holla at me right away. I haven't been paying attention. When they release it, I need to watch it. Like, I binge watched season 1, 2, and 3 so I
Yeah.
can get caught up. If you have not watched the Ozarks, you need to watch this.
I ain't got time. I ain't watched nothing but the news in a minute. You know? Sports.
Man, while you making t-shirts, put that shit on in the background and
I
just
put
listen to it.
tutorials on. I be in the background learning how to teach a dog Japanese and
Oh
shit.
shit! Barking.
Teach my frogs how to be killers. You know what I mean? I be on listening to tutorials. I ain't watched the show in a long time.
Yeah, Mila says it's all possible. Of course it is.
It's
Shit.
all happening.
Yeah,
Shit.
it's
What's
happening
not
now.
possible is
All
going
they- all
on
they
right
gotta
now.
do is send one missile, one, into any U.S. territory. It can even be the U.S. Virgin Islands.
And speaking of missiles, they got a story with North Korea from satellite images. They showing like they got a big ass nuclear facility right there. Just they testing they stuff in the open. Like they got.
Ta-da! Here it is.
Yeah, what y'all gonna do about it? You know what I mean?
Not a fucking thing.
Cause that place crazy, man. They don't even have internet over there, so they don't know what the fuck. You know what I mean?
Oh man, China doesn't have Facebook, and China doesn't have Google.
But China got something that's crazy. They have a social media that controls all their currency. Like you go to a place and you want some soda, you put your phone to the phone to the thing. Like, and it's your credit score too. It's crazy as hell. Like, no bullshit. Your credit score will be affected if you don't keep your phone charged. That's how they do this shit over there. That shit is nuts. Everything is all on that. It's one app. It's the government with social media, money, and everything.
Where did you read that? I gotta see
It's
this
a whole special on that shit, man. This shit is crazy, bro. Hey, you go shopping, you walk around with your grocery cart, and you scan QR codes. Boop, boop. And they said small things, small behaviors with your phone affect your credit score. Because they don't do credit just like they do here.
Right.
It's more involved in their credit. And if you don't keep your phone charged, it affects your credit score.
That's weird.
That's crazy as fuck.
That's because they're probably tracking them.
Man, they doing everything, though. Everything is one app, though. Your bank, your not Facebook, but Facebook.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's your credit score. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, because my father-in-law, he married a Chinese woman, and she's literally from China. She come to the U.S. He married her. They went back there to go visit the family, and we hadn't talked to him because he's retired, but he gets to travel on free will, you know. He went over there. He was there for like a month and a half, and my wife was like, "Man, I haven't talked to my dad. Blah blah whatever." And he hadn't been on Facebook. He hadn't been on none of his social media, like none of that. Well, they don't have that stuff there, and you can't just get on a network and use it. They block it, right? So the only thing that he could do is use the WhatsApp app. You know what I mean? Because that they use
WhatsApp. Yeah.
And so he video called. And she's like, "Holy shit, it's my dad!" You know. And she answered the phone, and he started telling us about all the stuff that they can't have. You know what I mean? Like they don't have Google. They don't have access to it. They have their own like search engines and shit, and they don't have Facebook. And the only
What
thing
country you say this was?
they do have like TikTok and Snap, but they don't have Facebook.
You said China, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. That TikTok is
it's there. They're the ones that started it. You know what I mean? But it was Musically at first. Do you remember that? Where the app TikTok was Musically before it became TikTok.
Oh, what was the name of it?
They changed the name of it.
Yeah.
So.
And then in North Korea, they don't have no internet. You know what I mean? Like, they even got the craziest thing that I saw with them is it's illegal to have the same haircut as Kim Jong-un. Like, they have legal haircuts that you're allowed to have over there, and nobody is allowed to have the same haircut as the supreme leader, except for his people that impersonate him, that be around and throw people off. You know what I mean?
So his haircut
is illegal. If you get the fucking president haircut, shit, they will kill your ass, dog.
I thought he was dead.
No, hell no.
Y'all gotta have that one bowl cut. What up, cuz?
Man, they need to make Donald Trump's haircut illegal here. That'd be shit. Make
Nobody wants it. He's a damn too
right.
a fucking comb over looking ass.
Yeah, but man, I remember they shut down everything over that movie. They shut down the movie theaters here for the movie The Interview, where it was about North Korea. Yeah. Man, they shut down the shit here.
We was about to go to war for
over
that
a movie.
Sony pulled the plug. They was like, nope, you can't hear that shit.
Man,
they will fucking shut it down.
But yeah, they still end up bringing up the movie through the internet, and you can order it and shit.
I want to watch it though.
I seen it. It's fucking funny as hell. It's hilarious. But yeah, North Korea, man, they on our ass.
Oh, of course. I would say of all the countries, if we had to go to war, that one would be pretty bloody. It'd be pretty nasty.
'Cause nobody has developed a bomb yet, a missile that can go from North Korea to the United States. You know what I mean? But they think they getting closer and closer.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
You should stop at Flipper Styles and get your Kim Jong-un.
Ah.
I'm coming.
Man, hell yeah, get you a King Jong-un fight.
Over there.
That shit illegal. You finna go straight to social media jail.
We're gonna set a new trend and shit.
They gonna be head, y'all.
Yeah. But yeah, imagine that. Like, man, your haircut illegal, bro.
Oh, that's crazy, man.
But yeah, even when in the movie, when they went to go get a tour of the place, they're like, oh, it's not so bad. Then they went back to the same like grocery stores, and like it was fake fruit. It was just there to look good and all that shit. Just so yeah, this shit was funny as hell.
Oh, that's crazy.
But yeah, they ain't got shit, man. They ain't, some of these countries we don't see like they just go in there and just like in Burma they just popping everybody, just shit.
Right.
You don't like it? Lay down, shit. You know? Yeah, man. But
Wow, man.
it really ain't been nothing else that been getting my attention other than that.
Let's see what else is in this crazy
Honestly.
ass news, because I have not been paying attention for the last couple of days.
Damn.
Okay, Milwaukee Common Council members pitch Century to City Oshkosh Corp as location for postal delivery vehicle. What the? Let's see. Production. Oh, so they're gonna put a new facility in Oshkosh to make vans and trucks for the postal workers.
Okay. Amazon trying to take over the postal service,
That's
man.
probably who's making the facility.
Right.
No bullshit.
They
It's
get
probably
rid of it.
Amazon.
Like y'all either sell it to us or we'll just take all your customers. It'll be that easy. Amazon got too much control, man.
Right.
Like Amazon gonna be the new government. That's gonna be our social media like China got and shit. Walk around just scanning barcodes. They send me a pair of jeans. You can't even wear the jeans nowhere. You in the house ordering shit. Ain't going nowhere.
Right. So,
Shit.
New York Times Post lawyer for El Chapo's wife says the leak was designed to kill her entire family.
Said the leak was.
Yeah. Basically, somebody leaked it so that it could get out, and then the cartels would start battling each other.
That's what they want. Shit. Until they can tax it, they gonna do everything they can. Watching 10 years, you're like, well, cocaine ain't that bad. We can make some money off it. We need to pave these roads.
Bro,
Shit.
listen, here's another one. this is in the news, and this is, we were just talking about this. Why does this make news for us? Gay polyamorous triple makes history. 3 dads on 1 birth certificate.
What the fuck is going on here? But then I'm looked at as a certain way when I have more than 1 woman. I'm looked at a certain way if I had 2 girlfriends that get along with each other. You know what I'm saying? Then I get labeled a pimp and all these other stuff. And it's different though when it's 3 dudes and shit. Get the fuck out of here. That's crazy.
I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna post this on our Facebook wall. You guys gotta read this bullshit.
That's wild.
Yeah, man.
Ain't none of them gave birth. You got 3 dudes on a birth certificate. That shit is crazy,
Yeah,
man.
man.
How the fuck? Well, what about something happened to the? What happened to the mom? You know what I mean? Like
I don't get
How
it,
the
man.
fuck?
I gotta read this whole damn article. Gotti's outside. Can you grab the door, please?
yeah, that's wild as shit.
Yeah, this is crazy. Like, this is far-fetched and far left. Like, how do you get...
With no mother on the birth certificate, it's just 3 dudes. Like, that's
Three dudes literally on the birth certificate. 3, and it's polyamorous gay dads.
I don't even know what polyamorous. I'm scared to know what polyamorous is. Wow. Poly means like more than 1 partner.
No, polyamorous means that they're still able to go out and be with other people. So these dudes, they're polyamorous, but they're gay and they're in a relationship. It's wild.
Sad to say, we know that kid ain't gonna be shit.
He just, well, they're going to make him into one of their tribe, I guess.
Right.
That's what
Baby named Potato Head and shit. That shit crazy. I thought, I could be wrong, but I thought gay couples were only allowed to adopt the opposite sex. Like 2 dudes that have a daughter, 2 women that have a son.
I have no clue, Burnem. I couldn't tell you if that's correct or not.
There got to be a lot of pressure. You, that being your parents, you coming up. Like, how you explain that shit in high school with that, man?
Yeah.
Especially the ones that's adopted into it. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened. They just picked me up one day.
Let's see. Wow,
Shit.
that means more. Okay, so hang on. So I'm reading the comments. Mila's like, get the fuck out of here. She's like, I want 2 wives. She goes, they had to adopt. They all agreed to be the baby's dad. Right, of course. And then, what do you call it? All or nothing's like, man, more than one homosexual. Oh, my God. Right? They pushing this agenda too hard. Yeah, man, we were just talking about this yesterday. Listen, man, it's okay if you're gay, you want to adopt or whatever, but how does this make headline news type shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so there's 3. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm done. Just go read the article. It's on my page. It's on my page. I'm done. It's crazy. Good morning, sir.
How y'all doing, man?
Good.
My bad, y'all. Sorry I'm late. I had a real rough morning.
Let's see what else is on the agenda for news, man. I'm skipping past that. If y'all want to read the, look at this. Look what's in the news, Sire. Thieves target Toyota Prius catalytic converters.
Man.
He just got done telling me, I'm like, so
Yeah,
they can just climb up under the car. It seems like the manufacturers should be somewhere at fault. Why would you make something so important to my vehicle so easy to get to?
Right.
Yeah. Right now, man, people park your cars in a well-lit area and keep
Man,
an
that
eye
don't
on
matter.
No, it's...
I was in a well-lit area.
You got an alarm on the truck?
Cameras and everything. And they still gonna
They
do
got
it.
you. Yeah.
They did it to my partner Hummer, too.
That's like, and then
All
I'm
they
like,
need is quick access.
and he's, where Sayer at is a minute to get down. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like the perfect crime if they was watching you. You know, so you go up in there, it's like once you up in there, like I said, I don't even know where fam live at. If I had to look for your apartment, I'd be in there just hollering, Sire! Sire!
It say thieves nationwide are slithering under cars and swiping catalytic converters.
It's a company on Facebook been running ads
To buy them.
to buy them.
We need to go holler at them.
And ever since then,
We need to go holler at them.
Man.
Like y'all encouraging me, shit. Y'all got me, my guy, and my uncle shit back there, bro. I guarantee you.
Look, hey,
And
with
if
a-
you don't, you got my neighbor and his uncle shit back there.
With a pistol, straight up. Go like, hey, let me look through.
Yeah.
Bring a mechanic.
Which one
look
of
through
these
and see
mine,
if one of these
motherfucker?
mine. Straight up.
Man.
first off, tell me how you identify a catalytic converter.
That's why I said take a mechanic. You know what
I
I'm
can
saying? I don't
identify.
know. They got Google. I Google it.
I could identify a barrel full of them. Shit.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, something going on,
Look, just
motherfucker.
give me this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We'll figure this shit out later.
Which one of my neighbors you robbed? Them
Hey,
niggas.
all them Russian heroin addicts gonna come out from the back.
Hey, but listen, I'm glad because I've been parking in the front. I ain't been pulling all the way in the back. And I ain't been locking the gate. So it's like I didn't know they could, but my car, they might need to jack that to get up under there. They didn't need.
It's the truck, right?
No, not the truck. But the truck back there too. So yeah, that too. They can't get past the little car to get to the
Yeah,
back.
the little car you
know
ain't
what I'm
got to
saying?
worry about. It's mostly trucks that going after. A couple years ago, if that long, they hit all the U-Hauls on state.
Man, you know how mad I'd be if I come out the club from working all night and somebody done cut my.
Right. Cut a
I'd be so
motherfucking piece.
mad, dog.
They did that shit to me. It was the yellow rider truck we owned.
Yeah.
It was parked in the lot. I had sent the wife to go get the truck from the actual storage facility because we parked it in a secure storage.
Right.
Obviously, wasn't secure enough because they got over the fence and they cut the motherfucking converter out of it. She drive up to the house. She's like, I don't know what the hell, but it's so loud. You can hear it coming up the block. I come outside. I'm like, I already know what the hell happened.
Damn.
So-
Busted. Them motherfuckers took the converter out that bitch, climbed up underneath it because it's really high off the ground.
Right.
Basically rolled under the truck and looked up. I'm like, yeah, they cut it out. 2 fresh ass cuts from the sawzall.
And what they use, a bolt cutter?
No,
or
they
what
use a
the-
sawzall.
You get an electric sawzall.
And just, yep.
2 cuts.
And they had no lie, do 2 minutes, they out of there.
Though it say right here that
You'll
the
never catch it, man.
the price of
It's that quick. You can't catch it. It's that quick. You can see, like, if you got cameras, you will see it.
Yeah.
But it's gonna. You remember, like back in the day, we had them guys who could steal a car like
On a
that.
mic.
Yeah,
Jump in and
yeah,
start
Mic.
it.
yeah.
Yeah, you gotta think of that.
Hey, what
it
you
say
was
that,
say, bro?
it say that the price. Okay, the metal inside of the Cadillac converters is palladium.
Platinum, man.
It say palladium,
Right here.
but it says that it has raised higher than the price of gold.
That's platinum.
Yeah, but see what's happening is,
And it's a bunch of metals in there. Rhodium prices have skyrocketed.
Rhodium is
3,000%.
The stuff they use to pass off is platinum. Like you see people with them fake chains.
Yeah.
The
Middle of the
chain
mall jewelry.
is
Yeah.
heavy. It's ropium. And the fake diamonds is moissanite.
It says that those are the 2 metals that make up the Cadillac converter is palladium and rhodium.
and what they do though is they take, it's the honeycomb inside the converter. Okay, because if you look in a converter, it looks like an actual honeycomb. Right? And they break that up, and when they break that up, they take that and that's what they recycle. They don't want the metal from it, they want the shit that's on the inside.
The guts.
Yeah.
So how much is something like that worth?
When you buy a brand new converter, you're like $300-400 to buy one. You know what I mean? You can get an aftermarket used one, that's what they consider a universal. And those always go bad. Trust me, they always go bad.
Okay.
But if you buy the factory direct fit, you're paying no lie just for the converter without labor between $160 up to $700 depending on the vehicle,
Okay.
because they have them in different sizes and different lengths, right?
Right.
But like Sair had said, they're going after the ones for the trucks because they're longer, they're way longer.
Ah.
Okay, and what happens is they chop them off and what do you call it? They recycle them. Now, in the recycle process, they'll give you anywhere from $60 to $100 for them. So that's a crackhead's fucking dream.
Right, I was gonna say it don't seem like much because it's like you fucking up my car for that little money, but to them,
of them a night.
right, exactly, yeah.
A whole U-Haul parking lot.
You lousy motherfucker.
Damn, did that happen in U-Haul parking lot?
Over there on State Street.
Right.
Damn, they hit the whole parking lot. They
Whole
snap.
parking lot.
Yep.
They got when Mike Scrivener was doing them at the Milwaukee Mall, they got too.
Damn.
Yep. You gotta think, man. Like for instance, just type in, let's just say Chevy Tahoe. Let's just say a 2012 Chevy Tahoe catalytic converter, and look at the price of a new one, right?
Right.
And think that they're going, oh wow, I can get $60 for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I could be high for hours.
Right. You said I only got to do 40s in a day.
Let me show y'all something funny right now. They making me do some shit to log into my Facebook, right?
Really?
So
He just went through that too.
The OG Gotti criteria.
yeah, now listen though, listen. This is hilarious. Look at this. I wish I could show y'all this. So it say to lock your account because I chose to identify some of my comments.
Oh, wow.
It says to lock. Look at all my comments. They want me to identify. I'm gonna read some to y'all.
Yeah.
So, to Robert J. Cross, I said, I knew one of you would be here spreading your shit like pigs do. Okay. But they got their comments to me too.
Let's be very clear. This is Gotti speaking to the bigots.
Right. Yeah, let me. Hold up, y'all. It's the biggest, the ones that was spreading hate.
Yeah.
That hate me, that was making, because it got some of their comments. You know what I'm saying? Theirs ain't as bad as you see. It seems like they. Okay. Right. It's like, okay, they got mines where I said up these H's. Cause you know you have to abbreviate, but they put that in there. So, hey black people, look at all the hateful crybaby ass bigots crying like they need help too. No, you don't. No, you don't. And even if you do, fuck you. Take it out of the money you raised for Kyle. Oh, wow, man. Hey. Oh, wow, look.
Hey, screenshot that whole shit, man.
Hey, how you doing? Because I'm like, this shit is hilarious, man. Like, wow, get the whole page. Like, go up
Hold on. That's...
they put
Hey,
all
OG.
the hateful shit.
You see the trial from the start for Officer Chauvin? You see that in the news? The trial from the start for Officer Chauvin.
Oh, yeah.
And Minnesota was they scrapped it now, but they was hiring social influencers to make people perception of it different.
Yeah, and I believe it because they doing it with Kyle because they've been talking about it with him too. They was like, remember they were saying they didn't want to poison the jury pool or something like that with comments being made, and I'm like, bro, if they only deal with the facts of the case, then fuck the comments. Dude did what he did. He wasn't supposed to be there. I can't even see it. Man. You know, but this
Kyle could drop a mixtape today. That motherfucker will go.
Right.
Okay, hold on, Gotti. So Gotti got a whole thing where it says, see more.
See more.
Yeah, some of them was long comments, man. Duh, that is too much. But see, it got some of theirs to me, so they want me to identify.
Y'all been wondering what Gotti be busy doing when y'all trying to call him.
Damn.
Hey, listen. It's just sometimes they get me. I be trying my best.
Punching bigots.
Like I said, I'm doing better. But sometimes somebody need to say something, man. They just be rolling, and then I see them attacking one person, and it usually be a chick. So I had to step in. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like you got some backup, and that's what it be, man. But they be saying stuff that
baby, come over here, come Facebook these people with me.
For me not to,
caught.
You know what I'm saying? Look at this. She
You find out you pick it up, chicks on the bigger line. Whoever they are, they like, come through.
Look. Who was this? Somebody said this to me?
Damn.
Look at this. It said you underestimate the effect of involuntary servitude that made many the same as slaves. See, they trying to defend, you know what I'm saying? The historical tragedies.
That got to do with slaves.
No, listen, the historical tragedies to immigrants, there we go with that again, were profound. Are you familiar with sweatshops and company towns that persisted long after their emancipation?
We talking about slavery.
Right. I'll be like, what the fuck? Hey, and on them, I just simply be like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about?
There's never really been a history textbook and shit.
Right.
Remember on the next chapter.
Right.
It's like, what the fuck are you
She
talking
talking about Nike sweatshops and shit.
All right, it's really that time. We got to go over that.
You got it bad. I used to make $8 an hour.
Whoa.